right, friends, it is time for a new morning routine. My winter morning routine is so cozy and so calm. The first thing I do is make breakfast for the kiddo. He's really into bagels right now, so that's what we're doing. And then we move into setting the tone for Christmas. It feels so nice to have the Christmas lights around and all the candles. It's just a dream. We've been doing this advent calendar for our candles. So we have 9 days to Christmas, and we're just, lighting it. It's fun to watch it like burn down throughout the morning because it usually burns down before I leave for the day. I'm finishing up the kiddo's breakfast. Well, actually, the kiddo wanted to do their own breakfast this morning, so I'm just kind of setting out the supplies for them to toast or put the cream cheese and all the goodies on their bagel before I go and get things ready for the school day.
Can you get your library books for me? Thanks, love.
Wallet in there, in my backpack from here.
The last time I saw your wallet was...
Did you make it to the car?
Yeah, definitely made it to the car. But I don't know if it has made it. Let's eat breakfast. And then I'll work on finding your wallet while you're eating. Sound good? Yes.
We don't rush tonight.
I know. Well, we're leaving 30 minutes earlier. What?
There's some veggies left, but
That makes sense. Will you cut the X in that for him to peel?
okay, sure.
Sorry.
Whenever you say that, I just feel like I don't want to get it dried out.
Yeah, he told me that's what you do to help him make it peel easy. So I do it because you do it.
Oh, that's funny. I peel them.
How's your
I
heart?
feel a rush and I just...
Yeah, we don't have to leave until like 7:10 if you want. You want to like take a breath and not feel as rushed? Okay. We were leaving ambitiously early, so I think it feels nice to just give ourselves some more time.
Well, thanks for switching all the plates and notes back.
Yeah, pleasure.
So at this point, we have everything set for the kiddo to go to school, and I am just going to get a little bit ready. I'm going to brush my teeth and wash my face and do skincare. Right now, I'm keeping my skincare so simple. I'm just using water to wash my face in the mornings. And then I'm using this Laneige Vitamin C moisturizer. I really like this for daytime. It helps to make your sunscreen even more effective. And it just helps me to feel like my complexion looks really nice, like evens my skin tone and stuff. And that's it, folks. And then I use my Laneige lip mask throughout the day, which I am almost out of. And I'm done. I just am taking my hair down from my little bun from the night and then putting it up in a claw clip to go take the kiddo to school and run a little errand on the way. And then I don't really get dressed to take the kiddo to school, especially if I'm not getting out of the car. This morning we do have to go to the grocery store on the way, so I'm going to put on a coat. And that's as fancy as it's going to get today. And I just love the sunrise in the mornings. I cannot believe the sun is still rising when we're leaving for school. And now I'm going to give you a few moments of what it's like to be in the car with the kiddo and I in the morning. We have a good time.
It's that time of year.
It's the most horrible time for the bears.
You don't think they like hibernating?
I think they like hibernating maybe, but I mean, it's just super cold in winter. That's why they do it.
That's true.
So it's the most horrible time for the bears.
Da, 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 da.
With everything being too cold and the funny intrudes are turning white to blend in with the snow. All three of those signs are blinking at the same pace as your blinkers.
Whoa. Boom, boom. Yeah. It's like my blinkers. Oh, is it my blinker?
Oh my god!
Wow, that's powerful.
Oh my God, how is it that?
I was like, man, that's really synced up.
It is the last day of school for the semester, so the kids are having a parade and a party today. So we volunteered to bring hot cocoa supplies, and we had this whole conversation around me saying, I think the kids are going to want those unicorn things, and the kiddo was like, no, I think they want the sugar free. And I'm not a kid, so I don't know, but that's what I would have wanted as a kid. But my kid is convinced they wanted sugar free hot cocoa. We compromised on just regular milk chocolate for this little round. And then we did all of the math to figure out how many kids would be there, which it turned out to be 32. So we bought 38 packs of hot cocoa. We got marshmallows, we got sprinkles, we got whipped cream. And then we leave and we realize, or the kiddo lets me know that another family is also bringing hot cocoa supplies. And so, yeah, we bought too much. You live and you learn, you know? Ask more questions. So then I come home and I start getting the coffee ready. I just turn on the espresso machine and start warming it up. And then I start pulling the espresso. Obi and I have coffee any morning that we're both home. It's such a nice way for us to sit down, hang out, touch base, and just make sure that we have some time together every day. And typically what I do is I'll make the espresso and then Obi will do the milk. And this is just a nice way to split up the task so no one's responsible for making coffee for us completely every day, or, you just every day we both are part of making the coffee, which is really nice. And we use the Breville Barista Pro, and it's been so good to us. And we use Trade Coffee. We have a subscription through Trade Coffee, so they send beans every 2 weeks, and it's been a really nice little combo for us.
What's that?
Today our conversations started with talking about Elon Musk and how weird he's handling things at Twitter. And we usually just end up talking about what's our day hold, what's on our mind, do we have any dreams we want to talk about. And yeah, it's just really nice. We sit on opposite ends of the couch, but usually we have a blanket that spreads across the whole couch and can be on both of us. This is me trying to film Obes, but he gets camera shy, so that's that. And right after that today, I journaled. I've used to be much more strict about what time of day I journaled. Like I would get up and journal first thing in the morning. And I'm trying to be much more relaxed about that kind of thing. So I just kind of journal some time before I go to work. So this morning I sat down and journaled after Obi and I had coffee. And the way I do it is I usually write 2 to 3 pages of free write, just whatever's on my mind, nothing fancy. And it helps me to clear my mind, get my stressors out, document my life, but also just get all of the things that kind of cloud my thinking so that when I go to work, I can really go in with a clean slate and a clear head, which means so much to me.
My sweet girl, my pretty girl. Oh, I love you too. You're precious.
Oh, I love your journal.
I guess so. Yes, yeah.
My precious girl. I love you.
I love you too. Good luck with your statement of purpose.
Thank you.
And Obi was heading out to go do some work for grad school applications before he went to work this afternoon. And I got some time to read before going in. I try to read usually 2 to 3 times a day, like in the morning, in the afternoon, and the night. It just helps me to do the amount of reading I want to do. And I'm reading Alice Munro, and this is me telling you way too many spoilers about this book and how good it is. Just trust me, it's really good. This is my second Alice Munro book, and she is probably one of my new favorite authors. And she's just incredible. So freaking talented. And now we are finally making breakfast. It's about 9 a.m. at this point, and that is usually when I try to sit down and have breakfast. This bread is from a local bakery, Owl Bakery. I went there yesterday to get some breakfast, and I got some bread while I was there. And then I just am doing one slice, toasting her up, and then topping it with this mushroom and truffle pesto from Trader Joe's. That is amazing. If you like truffle, it's everything. I love it so much. So that was breakfast this morning. Not very exciting, but also delicious. And then I might, the vitamins, the lung medicine, all that good stuff. I take ritual vitamins if you're wondering. And then usually I eat breakfast and watch a YouTube video. I try to pick a video that's like around 15 minutes because longer than that I start to get a little antsy. And yeah, so that's a nice little window for me. So today I'm watching Catherine Manning's bedroom makeover video. And then it is time for me to get dressed for the day. I just put on a really cozy sweater, and I really love these shoes. I don't wear them a ton, but they're very comfortable for heels, which is nice. Could our bed be any louder? I don't know why it squeaks so much. It drives me nuts. But for makeup today, I'm not doing it much. I'm just doing my eyebrows. Right now I'm using the Glossier Boy Brow in Auburn. This is like the one that I do as an everyday, just I don't have to be on camera a ton. I'm not traveling anywhere. It's just my like day-to-day brow gel. And I use the How to Be a Redhead brow gel on a day that like maybe I need it to last longer. I need it to be more defined. And you can tell that I'm not really doing much to my hair. I'm just kind of like brushing out the roots and letting her be. And then I headed into the office. If you don't know, I work at a co-working space in Asheville, North Carolina. I love this space so much. The first thing that I do is my little work startup routine, which is just getting myself a nice cup of hot tea and then sitting down and writing out my to-do list and getting myself in order. I bought this little mug off of Amazon. It brings me so much joy. One of the things that I try to do all the time is just find little bits of serotonin, and this mug is definitely a serotonin booster for me. So is this tea. It's from Asheville Tea Company called Snow Day. They keep it at the office, so I just make myself a cup of tea every single morning when I come into work, always decaf or generally decaf. And then I sit down and I work on my to-do list. This little routine is so important to me because it's kind of the pattern of behavior that shows me it's time to focus and time to concentrate. And it's like the moment I finish, I am ready to go. So right now I am using Notion. You might have seen that in my first day of Vlogmas video. I used to use Identity, but that company no longer exists. So I made this Notion dashboard for myself where I write my to-do list. I also keep kind of any running to-do list on there or any bigger projects, or I kind of combined my Identity, which had the websites that I use the most, as well as my task list for the day, and my Trello, which had any of my like running project boards, which was a really nice thing to be able to combine. Every Friday, I plan my tasks out for the week in my bullet journal, so I have those already written out. But in the morning, I just type them up on my dashboard. So from my bullet journal, so I don't have to go into my bullet journal to check them each off. This actually just really is more about the iteration of what I have to do that day. It helps me to organize my tasks, Notion is really cool because you can also move those to-do list tasks around and order them differently. So you can group like tasks together, which I really like to do. The final part of my morning routine is setting up a Pomodoro Work With Me video. And this is just breaking up your work tasks into 25-minute increments. And I pick one, and then it's like magic. Like that video turns on and I am ready to start my work day. Friends, thank you so much for joining me for my morning routine. This is it. At this point, it's about 10 in the morning, and we are ready to start the day. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you next time.